What's up, everyone? Welcome back to, oh my gosh, I didn't bring my little microphone. I hope you guys can hear these alright. Shit. We'll go forward anyway. Um, don't know if I want to post this or not, but anyway, um, did my coffee this morning, my Amanita coffee. It's the first time I've been back cycling through the holidays, so pretty excited for that. On top of the Amanita, I did some golden teacher, psilocybin mushroom. I'm not gonna go too long because I'm not sure if the voice is gonna be recording all decent or not. But I feel great again. A couple thousand feet of elevation climb, first ride back. I'm just kind of trying to just normalize for people. I'm trying to normalize mushroom use. It's a scheduled, the psilocybin mushrooms are a scheduled narcotic with the DEA. And that was done in the 70s for political reasons and by Richard Nixon. So it's just kind of ridiculous. These mushrooms have been used throughout mankind history, and then all of a sudden, so it's a bit ridiculous. I don't think of them as medicine. I don't think of them as drugs. I think they are just a part of what humans consume and have been consuming throughout history. So the Amanita muscaria is said to be poisonous. It is legal everywhere, but I think like Louisiana or something. Not very sure about all that. But it's legal everywhere, and it affects a different part of the brain, and has different effects than the psilocybin mushrooms. And so I take them together, and I've been having a great time in life since I started doing that. The Amanitas we find wild. Unfortunately, we had probably like 20 or 30 pounds of Amanitas, and they got spoiled over the holidays because, yeah, really unfortunate. But we got some more again, so we heat dry them out, and then I've eaten them at that point. I wouldn't eat them raw per se, just because they're covered in bugs usually, like fly agaric is their name. So they're usually got flies, mosquitoes, like to go up underneath the cap at night. So especially we pick them at night sometimes. So at night there's just tons of bugs sleeping under there, and they're just covered in bugs. So when you dehydrate them, usually when you carry them, all the bugs come off, but I still like to have them dehydrated just to get all the bugs out of them before I were to eat them. Not every time, not every one of them is like that, but they get up in the gills and everything. So that's why I don't necessarily eat them raw. But the mushroom itself tastes delicious. Like, it's my favorite mushroom. Like, it tastes delicious. So people could easily eat it. I definitely eat them. After I've been eating them lately, heat dry them like 100 or 45 degrees Celsius or something like that, and then so it's kind of it's like a heated dry, and then in a dehydrator, and then I boil them with the water that I use for my coffee. So I've done some different things with the coffee, so I'm about to have my own coffee out, I think. That's what I might do. Stay tuned for that. You guys can get my Amanita coffee, and then I mix it with various coffee. I'm not using my own coffee bean or anything, just store-bought coffee grounds. But it definitely tastes like a mushroom tea, and it tastes delicious. And then after I've used those in the boil, I like to leave them in chunks. And I was gonna do it today, but I just got back. This is my first ride, but I'm gonna start making them like with some tofu and make some breakfast burritos with them, and then consume the actual flesh of the mushroom as well. Um, and as far as like the golden teachers, I think this is like an older. Um, my partner Carissa, she said that these were a little bit older. This might have been from an older grow. So the golden teachers, I don't even really know anymore. It's not like I gain a meat, like, you know, people say your tolerance gets built up. I say that's great. Then that means you have a foundation of it in your body, and you always have it in your body, which is what I particularly want. Um, Other people may not. So, but as far as like a tolerance, I've still macrodosed. I macrodosed some penis envy the other day, and uh, definitely felt it. So, as far as building up a tolerance, I haven't personally experienced that, and I'm taking a journal. I made some journals. I actually got my first hardback journal, so maybe I'll start putting that out somewhere. But uh, I'm journaling everything, and I'm being honest about it. So I don't think that anybody else really has the access to like I've said in previous videos, I don't know if very many people have access to what I have access to, and I'm trying to prove the point that it's very normal for human beings to eat mushrooms of all, you know, almost all types. Maybe not straight poisonous. I'm not that ballsy yet, but and you can function athletically, and as far as athletically, from what I've been talking, what I've shown, and what I've been logging and journaling, it's an athletic advantage. So it's a significant athletic advantage, even more so than caffeine, in my experience, by a lot. So, so more videos. Glad to be back. Glad to be back in cycling in the hills. Looking forward to cycling with Carissa, and I just saw some Amanitas from the road, so they are out and about, some big Amanitas. So um, if you look up the folklore of the Amanita in northern regions of the world, from the Soviet Union to Russia, now Russia, to um, the United Kingdom, islands, whatever, Scandinavia, whatever. They were definitely used in wartime, and it's my hypothesis at this point that alcohol is the poor man's Muscamol, and possibly why alcohol is so abundant in cold regions like vodka. It's because it is the poor man's, it's the alternative to Muscamol, which is a lot more difficult to find and make than alcohol. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to check the video and make sure that it recorded with decent sound. If it did not, I'll probably make another one today when I get back home. Peace out.